There's been a lot of buzz lately around P Network, with both supporters and critics weighing in on the project's future. While some argue that Pi has no real value, the numbers and ongoing developments tell a different story. Pi Network claims to have over 60 million registered users, which sounds impressive. But recent data from blockchain explorers like ExplorePi and Pi Door paints a different picture, showing only 6.2 million active wallets. This significant gap between the number of users and active wallets has raised eyebrows, leading some to question the authenticity of P Network's user base. However, we need to consider an important factor that many tend to overlook. Pi Network is still in its migration phase. Many users are awaiting the completion of their Know Your Customer process, a crucial step for moving from the Testnet to the Mainnet. Without completing Know Your Customer, users cannot fully engage with Pi Network, including the ability to transfer their Pi coins to the Mainnet. At this point, only around 12 million users have completed their KYC, which accounts for the discrepancy between the total users and the number of wallets currently seen on the blockchain. KYC, which stands for Know Your Customer, ensures that only real users, not bots or fake accounts, participate in Pi Network's ecosystem. This process is not unique to Pi. It is standard practice in the cryptocurrency world. For instance, exchanges like Binance and Coinbase require users to undergo Know Your Customer to ensure compliance with regulatory standards and reduce the risk of fraud. As more users complete their Know Your Customer and transition to the mainnet, we could see an uptick in the number of active wallets. So, while the current number of wallets is a topic of skepticism, it's important to note that the situation is still evolving. If wallet counts aren't enough to convince you of Pi's potential, look at its social media presence, which reflects a highly engaged and active community. Pi Network boasts an impressive 3.3 million followers on X, formerly known as Twitter, and over 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube, numbers that are hard to ignore. These platforms show strong engagement with regular updates, discussions, and community activities. This level of interaction speaks volumes about Pi Network's influence and the belief its user base holds in its future. However, the true test of Pi will come as its mainnet activity increases. A more concrete data will emerge as Pi moves out of its migration phase, and the number of users on the mainnet will likely grow. Another area of concern for Pi critics is the issue of inflation. As of September 2024, the circulating supply of P coins has more than doubled, sparking fears about the long-term value of the token. Critics argue that this rapid increase in supply could lead to severe devaluation. It's a valid concern, especially when comparing Pi to more established cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, which have relatively lower inflation rates. Bitcoin, for example, has an annual inflation rate of around 0.8%, a stark contrast to Pi's current rate. However, it's important to remember that many Pi coins are locked by users, which helps to mitigate the impact of inflation. In August 2023, around 1.29 billion Pi coins were locked by users, significantly reducing the number of coins available in circulation. This lockup feature provides some balance, helping to stabilize the token's value despite the increasing supply. Additionally, Pi is still in its early stages, and the inflation rate could stabilize as the network matures. Comparing Pi to mature cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum may not give a full picture of its potential. Bitcoin didn't start with a low inflation rate. It decreased over time as its ecosystem grew. The same could happen with Pi, especially as more users complete Know Your Customer, migrate to the mainnet, and participate in its economy. Some critics argue that Pi's mining mechanism is nothing more than a glorified screen tapping exercise. But is that really all there is to it? Pi Network's mining system is actually based on Stellar's Federated Byzantine Agreement. This is a consensus algorithm that allows users to participate in the network without requiring high-cost mining equipment. unlike traditional proof-of-work systems such as Bitcoin. The real backbone of Pi Network lies in its Pi nodes. These users run specialized node software and help validate transactions similar to how miners in Bitcoin validate blocks. Over time, as more users set up nodes and interact with the network, Pi Network's functionality will grow, creating a more robust, decentralized platform. Another point of criticism is Pi Network's slow progress. After more than 5 years, the network's mainnet launch is still incomplete, leading some to question whether Pi will ever fully launch. But again, it's worth looking at other projects for context. For instance, Cosmos took 5 years to develop its inter-blockchain communication protocol, a significant milestone in the blockchain space. The slower timeline doesn't necessarily mean failure. It could indicate a more measured approach, ensuring scalability and security. While projects like DotCoin launch quickly, Pi Network seems to be taking a more cautious route, focusing on long-term sustainability rather than short-term gains. Being a fork of Stellar, Pi's development requires adjustments for scalability and mass adoption, which takes time. Rather than focusing solely on Pi's current shortcomings, it's essential to recognize the unique value Pi brings to the table: accessibility, phased development, and a gradual shift toward decentralization. These features make Pi a project worth watching, even if its value isn't immediately evident. As the network continues to develop with more users migrating to the mainnet and inflation stabilizing, Pi could very well prove its critics wrong. Now, shifting gears to another exciting topic, Tron's recent performance. Tron has been a standout performer during this year's crypto market turbulence. Despite the broader market downturn, Tron has managed to hold its ground, currently trading at $0.1539. Tron has seen a modest 0.2% increase in the last 24 hours. But what's really capturing attention is its revenue. Tron's third quarter 2024 revenue surged to $577.2 million, driven primarily by stablecoin activity and founder Justin Sun's strategic focus on the meme coin market. Let's take a closer look at what's driving this performance and whether Tron can hit that highly anticipated $0.25 mark. Tron's third quarter of 2024 revenue represents a 43% growth compared the previous quarter and an astonishing 113% year-on-year increase. These numbers are even more impressive when you compare them to Tron's competitors. Tron's third quarter revenue was more than double Ethereum's 5 times that of Solana and 9 times Toin's third quarter revenue. This is no small feat, especially in a market as competitive as cryptocurrency. Tron's cumulative transaction count also hit an all-time high with Tron Transfer's smart contracts. So what's behind this revenue surge? Much of it can be attributed to Tron's growing dominance in the stablecoin market. The network has successfully positioned itself as a leader in USDT transfers, capturing significant market share. Additionally, Justin Sun's push into meme coins has bolstered Tron's revenue, appealing to the ever-enthusiastic meme coin community. Now, on to the big question: can Tron's price hit $0.25 in the near future? Technical indicators such as the relative strength index show a bullish divergence, indicating that buyers are gradually gaining control. Additionally, the MACD has crossed into bullish territory, further supporting the likelihood of an upward move. Now, looking at the price chart, Tron's price has been in a gradual uptrend, respecting key support levels. With strong fundamentals backing the project, it's not unrealistic to see Tron push towards the $0.25 mark. So whether you're keeping an eye on Pi Network's future or watching Tron for petition clocks, one dependency lot happening in the crypto world, and staying informed is key. Be sure to check out my other videos on Pi Network, Tron, and more. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Zaki Crypto Update, your best crypto plug. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.